You're listening to Liberian.
Okay, welcome to Spoon Talk, the Ninth Generation. My name is Grace. I am here representing Liberian Women Advocacy Network International. I'm also the founder of Legacy Holding Foundation. And on Split Talk, we come here every Sunday at 7 p.m. and we stay here for an hour. Last week we weren't here because, we had other things doing. So sometimes, when your life is calling, you have to just take a break, and do what you have to do. But I know people were expecting us to come on, and we did not come on. So we are sorry about that. And today I will be here by myself. Vera is busy with family affairs, so I will take what is short today. I'm going to talk about different things, but we're still on the topic of information. So connecting true information is the topic today. So we're going to be discussing that. We're still, seeing that information has really destroyed the world because information are not given fairly. Sometimes they are not given truthfully in all situations and in all scenarios. Whether it's with the family or as a community, information is just spread out there, and some people don't have the real information, and some people give information but they don't have the sources to back the information up. So we want to come to the world and tell them, giving information is important if you are giving the true information, because information changes people's lives, and for the better or for the worse. So if you're giving information out there, just make sure you're giving the true and fair information so people, will be able to get what is the case that's going on. Um, Before I go into the topic, I would like to welcome you guys. Thanks for watching. If you want me to call your name, you have to make a comment and I will welcome you on the platform. I am mourning. I lost my cousin-in-law. He was very dear to my heart, Albert Newman, and I would like to say condolences to his family in Liberia. He lost his life on July 27th. For some reason, I got up that morning. I just really remember the date before I even heard his death news. Something about July 27. I was just thinking about, I'm like, okay, July 27, 27, thinking about 2027. And then I heard his death news after that. So, may his soul rest in peace. Abba was a very, very, let's say, his work ethics was off the chain. This man was a hard worker. I have never seen, I interacted with people, many people in Liberia, radio stations, TV stations, communities, schools, and everything. And coming across Albert, maybe to see Liberia differently, there are still good people there. And I dealt with him, and we did some major work together, and his work ethics just blew my heart away. He was detail oriented in everything he did, and he did everything on point. And that's one of the things that I really will miss him for. And I hope that, the work that he started in Liberia that will be carried on, because he was a very, very hard worker. If only Liberians or in Liberia had a lot of people like Abba, Liberia would be a better place. So he may his soul rest in peace. He was 50 years old, and I will really miss him. And I also want to say thank you to everybody who show up, and show out. You show up and you show out for my daughter's program. My daughter just had a listening party. She turned 21 in this month, and she had a listening party with her new single she about to drop on August 13th. So watch out for that. It's gonna be streaming. You can go and stream it. And she wrote it, produced it, and everything by herself. So you guys watch out for that. And she had a listening party on last night. It was very, very favorable. It came out very great. She had a nice group of crowd there, her friends. And it was just amazing to me how the young children of these days, they support one another. So my daughter made a song, and she had this guy rap on the, never knew him, just met him on the internet, and he clicked and he liked the song, he listened to it, he added to it. And then another boy was there performing with his group, and they all just met and they, connected, information, connection through information. So they all just connected, and they had a show last night, and they did very good, and the way the children act, the way they support one another, I just admire that, seeing them. Because our generation, we have, I told them last night that I love your singing, your generation is different, but our generation to me was the best when it came to music. So I mean, our genre of music in our generation, like from the 70s to 1990, we had the best generation in singing and rapping and everything. I like that generation. They start different, but I like our generation. I was telling them, but their generation mostly support one another, but we did not. Because if you see Tupac and Biggie, two of the best rappers that ever lived on the face of the earth, even in their death, their music still continue. They were a rivalry. They never supported one another. They were enemies and stuff like that. But these children these days, they're there for one another, and that's the difference from them to us. You know, we have real banking music, the music banking for the generation, but our generation, we always have beef for some reason, but they just support one another, and that's the beauty of the generation. So I would like to thank all my friends and family that came out they show up and they show out. And we had a wonderful, wonderful time. We have fun. It was very nice, and that's how it's supposed to be. And I thank God that my people that I invited, that people that care about me. So it was a peaceful moment because I've decided that I will not invite plenty of people to anything I'm having. My daughter already had her people coming because it was hot show. But I just want to invite a few of my friends and people who I love and they love me. Make the atmosphere very peaceful and loving. No chit chatting, gossiping about stuff. So that was beautiful. So I learned a very good lesson from there. Moving forward, my invitation is going to be limited because the people that came, that's the people I'm going to bring around me for the rest of my life. And that's the beauty of the whole thing. So I want to say thank you. But today, we are going to be talking about connection through information. How do you connect the dots? How? When we say social connection through information means that you can be socially connected, especially nowadays. People are socially connected online. We see people, most of them we don't know them. We get connected online and we get to know them. Some of them become our very good friends. They become family. Some of them we just get to know them. Everybody go their separate ways, and things like that. But most of the time, you get to connect through information because information is given online. You put your name there, you put your picture, you introduce yourself, and people get to know you. They see what you're doing, your activity. You go into the beach. You are family oriented. People get to see that, and they say, "Okay, then I want to get to know this person. Who is this person?" And they try to connect with you. Not so much about relationship wise, like man and woman business, but most people just connect with you because they like how you carry yourself, even online. So they connect with you, and then little did you know, you guys become really cool and good friends. And that's the connection we are talking about. And that's what we depend on, this kind of connection, because that's the only connection that exists right now. Since the pandemic, people have not had a chance to really be really going out there. So most people depended on social media to do the connection, and they made very good connection. But some of the information that we get through the connection, you have to be careful with this information. You have to be careful with the information that we are getting through connection, because some of the information are not true information. So you have to be careful how you connect with people online, because some of the information they gave is not true information. They lie about themselves, they lie about their situation, they lie about who they are, they are fake. You online, you see them one person, when you really get to know them, they're a whole different person. So you have to be careful who you connect with through information, because it's not all the information that you connect with, your connection is with, that are true information. So you have to be careful with that. I was just listening to that. I will swift a little bit. I was just listening. One of my friends sent me, the recording of Moses Soiree, the minister of gospel that passed away recently, that his death is not really known because everybody's seeing something else. So his death is not known really how he really died. But somebody sent me to this platform where I was listening to the family in Liberia. His mother spoke, his sister spoke, his brother and his uncle. And they were giving some information that they too never really knew how Moses Soiree died. They until today they are still struggling, because the person who was very close and connected with Moses was his manager, his publicist, somebody else called it. But then she's in America here with him. Later on, they didn't know that she was like they had a relationship, but they didn't know, they don't know, she's not really communicating with them and giving them information concerning their son's death. And it really is so sad, to see that people have their children and they have their family members, and because of situation they are separated in this world. One person is way to the other end, and the other person is way to the other end, and the other person died. And the person who the most closest to them, not really their family, but yet they're not even giving the people any kind of information concerning the child, how the child died. So and that's the problem. We were just saying, you have to be careful who you meet on the blue app, or who you meet in person in this world that we live in. Because some people, when you meet them, it could be the end of your life. And some people, when you meet them, it could be the beginning of a glorious life for you, or prosperous life. So you have to be very careful how you meet people on this Blue app. Daniel Curtis, I want to tell you thank you, my faithful watcher, my faithful viewer. I want to say thank you for watching. I see you watching from I'm watching from home from work. So where you watching from? Oh, I'm watching my way home from work. Okay, so you're watching from where I want to say welcome and thank you for watching. If you want, you need to share the video for me, so we can get people to see and watch the video. So we going back to connection through information. So you have to be careful how you meet people out there, the information that they are sharing with you. Before you get to know them, you want to make sure the information is authentic, means that you really done some searching to know that the person is really the person they say they are before you get to open yourself to them. We who so friendly, sometimes we meet people and you just there, oh, hello, and then right away, some people you meet and like you knew them before, now you just open your whole life to them and you even know really who this person is. And before you look the connection between you and them, and you get connected, and before you look, things are happening to you, not even understanding. So many people have lost a lot of stuff in this world. So many people are in prison. So many people have lost family members because of the connection that they made, because of wrong information given about that person. Especially since we are online now, doing everything in this world is online. I was just telling somebody yesterday, I said there will come a time I have been, I will be the first to declare it. I hope the video will mean. There will come a time in this world that you see the makeup. When the people makeup, I don't usually wear makeup. I don't have on makeup right now. But people who usually, have to have makeup on 24/7, they will not need that anymore because the makeup will be embedded into their faces. Means that even if you wash your face, the makeup is not going to come out. So they will have to. They got tattoo. Some people have tattoo. Their eyebrow is permanent. That you have will make makeup will be permanent on your face. So you don't have to go and be washing the makeup or earning the money and get it and put it on anymore. The makeup will just be on you 24/7. You wash it, set the makeup on you because there will come a time in this world it will be like that. Things have changed. So I'm the first person to say makeup will be embedded into your skin. The child had tattoo embedded into your skin. I have makeup will be embedded in your skin. Certain time anyway, maybe 2027. Because I just started thinking about 2027. July 2027, 2027. I said, oh, 7/27, 27. I started thinking about that. So, I just want to share that. But who are you meeting online? Who are you meeting online? These people you're meeting online, are they favorable to you? Do you have to know them? And then if you know them, do you think they are good enough to be in your environment, in your space, with things that you do? Because too many people are getting robbed. Too many people are getting killed. Too many people are getting deceived because of people that they meet online, and people that they meet in person. Even people introduce them to them, and they are not very authentic in the information that they give. So they one person, but then they tell you they're another person. And then you just take them for the face value. Oh yeah, the person said that this person, and you take them for the face value, and you start to get to know them. And before you know, you have met the devil himself from hell. You have met the devil himself from hell. So be careful how you meet people through connection, and how the information that they give you about themselves. You want to make sure that you authenticate this information before you get to know them. And then even people that we knew back in the day, you get to know people. Some of them you all grew up together. Some of those people they are not the same people. Because years have passed, you have not met that person, you have not interacted with them, you don't know who they are, and then you try to get to know them again, not knowing their whole behavior change. Because remember, people evolve as the time go by. People, they change, their lifestyle change. Some people, they never used to smoke, they start smoking. Some people, they were smoking before they stopped it. So things are very different. Even with your own family, you have to be careful. The people that you choose to be in your space, you have to be very careful with the people that you choose to be in your space. And it's even happening, worldwide in our community. Sometimes you just get to see people one time, and you say, okay, let me get in the benefit of the doubt, and before you look, they become your worst nightmare because you really didn't know that person, you getting the benefit of the doubt, they start causing problem for your life and problem for everything around you. So you have to be careful who you bring in your space, people you interact with, people who you meet, and stuff like that. Sometimes it's amazing how, you go to your in my inbox, and a lot of people are sending me information. Oh, Chris, hi, and this and that and the other. And then I just get very scared, like, okay, who is this person? Why do I even want to ask myself the question? Why do I even want to know them? Why am I going to tolerate conversation with them in the first place? So even if I knew them before, maybe 20 years ago, do I want to still connect with them on that level? Because 20 years ago, they become another person. Why would I want to even connect with them on that level? So I just put all that into perspective and I start to think about it deeply. And sometimes I even pray about it. Sometimes I walk away. I don't want to know you. And I just like, you know what? I don't want to know this person anymore, or I don't have to know this person. I don't want to meet new group of people, and I just move on with my life because that's the easiest thing to do. Many people connect, and many people connect because of loneliness. They're lonely, especially in the diaspora, these countries of the diaspora as a whole, in all the countries, Europe and stuff like that. People live very lonely lives. They go to work, they come back, they don't have much activities to do, so they try to get to know people. They try to good evening, bro. They try to get to know, how are you, sis? I miss you online, but the show got to go on. So I said, let me just come because we missed last week. So I didn't want us to miss this week. So I'm just here trying to, just give them on the stuff that we plan. So if you guys want me to say talk about anything, you can put it on here. I will speak about it. And they because of loneliness, they get to know people, and they get to interact with them. And sometimes it's just the worst thing that they ever did. So I always tell people, how lonely can it be? Because the thing is that you were born in this world by yourself. So even if you came in this world as a twin or triplets, the baby skin under the woman womb one at a time. So nobody was born exactly the same time. There are minutes between people, there are seconds between people. So everybody actually born as an individual. So why is it that you don't have enough space within yourself to hang out with yourself? Learn to hang out with yourself, do things by yourself, and try to accept the person you are. So do activities with yourself. Sometimes you just go out you by yourself, take a you want to go and get a drink by yourself. So if you get used to being with yourself, although no man is an island, you will not be that lonely to want to interact or introduce people who you don't really know into your life, because sometimes it will cost you your life. It will cost you your life. I was very saddened hearing Moses' mother talk about her son. How can this woman's son pass away and the woman don't even know how her son died? And the one person they thought that already had the man's back cannot even give his parents information. And he's saying that, it's alleged, they're saying that or she's making decisions on the child without even informing them. And she was not even married to him. Who does that? But the family, except they don't have, but they say that they have a big family. So except they don't have a big family, they need to really go and push after stuff because they can sue her for that. Even in America, Liberia, they can sue her from Liberia to America here. They can do that because the woman has a right over her son. If her son was not married to anybody, she has the right to make the decisions on his body, and plan everything that's going on for him, because he's a son and he has no connection in marriage with anyone. Because recently I thought he was married, but then I just drifted it up because his story is just so pathetic to me. And that's why I want to sit here on this live and encourage Liberians. If you are looking to get life insurance, you need to contact me. I can help you get life insurance. They got whole life insurance, they got term life insurance, they got deferred life insurance. They have different kinds of life insurance. So I'm studying that, and I can explain the different type of life insurance to you somehow, and then connect you with a way for you to actually go and get life insurance. Because it's saddening that people died, and their parents, they left their parents here, they left their family, their children, and they don't have any life insurance. And then you look, the people start to raise money to bury them. It's a shame, especially when you of a certain caliber. Why should you you leave this world and people got to be begging other people now to bury you. There shouldn't be any collection. We live in the greatest country on the planet. I mean, you can plan your whole life, and you can even plan your whole death after you leave the world, so your family can suffer. And it's easy. You just get your life insurance, and you pay every month. Depend on the life insurance that you want to get. Because some of the life insurance that you can get it and even be living and take money out of it. You can even take money, take a loan out of it. You can even cash some dividend out of it and put it in your pocket and enjoy it while you are alive. And then when you die, your family members will still benefit. They will get the money right on time to be able to bury you. And then so they don't have to beg anybody to bury you, or be having collecting money and people making argument and all that kind of stuff. So you already need to invest in life insurance, like parents, especially the ones that live here. You see, back home we understand because the people there, they don't have none of that. But if you live in America here and you die and people still trying to collect money to bury you, it's a shameful thing. Because you can always get life insurance through your job. You can get a group life insurance, through your job, and for you can even get in the bearer insurance, so your family don't have to go through begging people to actually be able to bury you. Because the thing is that we even tired donating to your bearer fundraiser, or how they call it, or donation and things. Nobody won't be giving money here to be burying people. Why? People live in a country where they can get life insurance and just pay certain amount. Depends on the amount of money that you want to receive in your life insurance. You pay that amount. So they got some life insurance. You can do term life insurance if it's not a big deal for you. That is just a straightforward life insurance. So you die, they take the money and give it to your whatsoever money you're supposed to get. They give it to your family member and then they bury you. Instead of you're always trying to collect money and telling people on social media to collect money to bury somebody. So it's very unfortunate, you know. It's very unfortunate. So if you know you want life insurance and you really want me to explain to you, if you know you beneath the age of 55 and down, it's even way cheaper that you can get a life insurance, that you will even collect money in that life insurance while you were alive. You can still get money, or maybe you can, when you put in some money, you can get money, or to even put down payment on a car while you're still living. So that is even better. But the information, as we say, the real information and the good information that we get out there, people don't want those information. The people like mediocre information. They like lies. They like stories. They like to hear other people put their friends down. So that's what they go to. So that's why for me, I made up my mind. I'm not donating to nobody deaf. I'm sorry. You can be who you died. Anybody come to me? I already told you somebody died in my inbox. I blasted them. Do not put nobody stuff in my inbox when it comes to donation for death. I'm not doing it. Especially the person live in America. If they live in Liberia, yes, I will help. In America, yeah, I cannot do it because they had the option to get life insurance and they refused to do it. They refused to try to get life insurance. So all those things, you guys have to look into it. And that's what we're saying. It's very important that you do that. So for many people, the connection they get online and social media, because of loneliness, they go and get this kind of connection, and it made it easier for people to connect. So they get that connection, and they try to try to get to know the person. And somebody was even said, or trying to know me, and the woman was practically approaching me on the stuff, like, I mean, I told her, no, I'm not gay. What are you doing? Besides, I'm not here to date. I am on social media to share good tidings with people, and then maybe if I'm having fun with my family, I feel like sharing it, I can share. But I'm not here to come and interact, because if I want to meet somebody, like if I was a single woman, I would not want to meet somebody online, because I like to know people before I get to put them in my space. Yeah, I guess before I come to yourself, that's the reason why I like to know people before I put in my space. I don't like to just get to know anybody. So there are terrible things going on this line, on social media. There are terrible things that are going on. So much terrible things. Even there's a lady who somebody killed her husband. They're suspecting now that she met somebody online. That's why they were able to come to her house, and then they did something to her. You gotta be very careful who you connect with on this internet. It's very important that you choose wisely who you connect with, because people losing their life on that. So if you said that is why they need to be informed about insurance, life and death benefits it, life and death benefits of it. Information is powerful. Yeah, information is powerful. So that's why we giving you all the information now about insurance. As Ross said, we giving you all the information about insurance. Liberians, if you on here, you need to tag your friends. It's good for you to get life insurance. It's not that expensive. You can sacrifice to buy all these fake things online. That's some of them when you buy it, they can't even send to your house. Some of you are buying the weed $500, $700 for it. You all need to invest in life insurance. We are tired as a community that when you die, the people announcing, oh, we are having and we're going to be raising funds to bury the person. It's so shameful. This day and age has changed. People are not doing that anymore. Y'all get with the program. And that's the reason why Liberia is way behind. You're still talking about 1847 because you just can't move from the dark age. People are not collecting money to bury people anymore because life insurance makes it easy. You get life insurance, they got different kinds of life insurance, depends on the one you want. You get a life insurance when you die, you when you sign a paper for a certain amount, sometimes say 50,000, 25,000, burial life insurance. When you die, your family get that paperwork, they call, the people take less than 2 weeks, they send that money to you. You'll be able to bury your family member. You're coming online, always raising money to bury people. We are tired because life insurance is there for people to make sure they invest into it for the burial. And that's the information we want to share with you. We know that most times you don't get the proper information because you don't look for the proper information. You guys always look for the mediocre information, the lies that are being told about like birth history, that the kind of information you're run behind. But we're telling you, run behind the information that will benefit your life. Run behind the information that when you get out, when you find out there, you will say, oh, I need to do this. I need to do that. Like the information, let me tell you, some of the information I ran behind, it benefited me. I never knew how to cook tteokbokki. So I was looking for where I said, Lord, how would you? Everybody told me how to cook it. I still didn't know how to cook it. I'm talking about information here. They all just do that, just do that. But the me actual information that they were missing in the whole tteokbokki cooking for a week, that to put a kettle in the water and squeeze it for all the seeds to get out of it. Then you squeeze it for the seed to get out of it. Then before you start to cook the tteokbokki. I never knew. I just used to have the seeds used to be on there. I still used to try to cook it, and I knew I was cooking it the wrong way. But all the people that were giving information, I just giving you some cheap, common example. All the people that were giving me information for so many years, they forgot that part where you have to wash the kettle seed off. You have to wash it off because they think got too many seeds. I say seeds will not lead there, seed will lead there, but at least you can wash it off. When you wash it off, then you get the best taste of the tteokbokki in the kettle because the kettle is very bitter. So I was looking for the information. Yeah, I was looking for it. I never found until one day I saw one woman. The woman said, "I'm show you how to cook tteokbokki today." That woman gave a detailed information on how to cook the tteokbokki, how you got to wash that kettle over and over to get the seeds out. And that one information I was missing all these years. I never knew how to cook tteokbokki. I got that information right away. And today I able to cook tteokbokki. And that's what we are telling you. You have to make sure you get the authentic information, the real information in detail that will help your life. Instead of looking for the mediocre information and running behind the lala information, and that will not really help you. So you have to consider that. You have to consider that. So, and it's so sad, to see that in this day and age, people are still collecting money in an advanced society that came here for many years, have advanced their lives, and they're still collecting money to bury somebody. Now, when you came and we never knew is one thing, but now we know the thing, oh, well, it's on TV and everything. But in the world, when you want to get real, actual, good connection with things like insurance to benefit you, you have to find somebody who really know what they're doing, and you have to find somebody who can explain about insurance, life insurance to you, where you will get all the benefit information and what to do. They will explain in detail. And that's why I'm saying, if you know you're looking to get a life insurance, to help you just in case nobody promised to live in the world, anybody can drive at anytime you will go. You need to make sure you have that life insurance to make your family life at ease. So at least when you die, they're already grieving, but they will be having money to bury you. So if you can connect with me in my inbox, I will be able to help you, to link you for you to. And myself will explain the different life insurance policies to you, so you understand it and you get hooked up with it, so that you can better your family lives when you leave this world, instead of you leaving all that burden on them for burial, and then they already crying for you, then they gotta go bury you. People dropping very young. I was earlier on, I was talking about Abba was 50. He just went, got in the money, left it, was very happy. He left and went to do some work. And I heard he was trying to sit down in the chair. He just dropped. Before you know, he was gone. You see? So you have to make sure that you have everything on point, so that when you leave this world, your family don't have to look and be grieving for you at the same time. And when you why is it you left in all this many debt and all that kind of thing. Yeah, so that's it, my people. I just came to share that little thing with you guys. I'm supposed to stay here for 1 hour. So you all want me to interact, so we can interact with one another. I am really, really tired from last night program. We just had a nice banging program. We really had fun. It was nice. We had a very good time. And I'm still recovering from that program. I'm also still recovering from the loss of my cousin-in-law, which was very dear to my heart. And I just can't get over how he just like died. I mean, he just dropped, and that's what we were saying. And so, I just had to come here faithfully as we promised, that we'll always be here to interact with you people. And always when you're connecting with people, connect with people that share your interests, people that share the same kind of thing you like. You got the same mindset. I always talk about that. You want to meet people that got your same mindset, because dealing with people that you don't have the same kind of mindset with, it is very difficult. And those kind of things, then when you start to interact with those kind of people, and you're getting older, after you hit 40, you're getting older. And then you start to deteriorate, because some people you interact with, they're so poorly, the way they do things. Sometimes you guys don't even have to be making any confusion. It's just that the way they do things is just that too poor for you, and then it start to stress you out. And those people, they just gotta cut your ties, disconnect, because you don't need that kind of stress in your life. If anybody that will be around you will have to stress you out, you have to tell that person bye, because you don't need, when you reach a certain age, you don't need stress in your life. If I have to be mad every time you come around me, I'm upset, then you don't have to be around me. Then I will just cut my losses, and I will have to just cut ties, and you go your separate ways. So you have to look for people with your same interest. Sometimes it's even good to look for people that have your same hobbies, like you like to do, or charity work. That person to have that zeal, and the person, because sometimes they have the zeal, but they're not easy to work with. So you have to find somebody that they have the zeal, and you got have the same mindset how you want to carry it out. It makes the work easier. You're coming, you're doing what you're gonna do. Because some people, they have the zeal, but they don't have the same mindset, and you bring it on, they become another thorn in your flesh while you're working. So you have to, when you considering meeting people, meet people with your interests, the mindset, your hobbies, and the things that you like together. You can just sit down and talk all day without even feeling anything, because you connect on that level. That's the kind of person you think about. The person can just like, soon you ready to explain something, and they will just let you know straight away that what, you connect so bad that they already know what you're talking about. That's the kind of connection it makes your life very easier. You know, it makes your life easier. You don't want to go and meet people where you got to babysit. Then after you finish babysitting, and then they start to blame you for stuff, because they don't know how to carry their own life out. So they want to blame you now as a friend. You're trying to be able to be there with them and work with them. Then they start to blame you for their own misfortune in their lives. You see, and that's the thing. So be careful how you connect. Connection through information is very important, but you want to have the authentic information about somebody before you get to really bring them around you and in your life, even as a friend. That's why even sometimes you see we work on a job. So many people on the job, the people you just leading around the job. You sometimes, if you move on, some people they become your friend. After even you leave that job, you'll stay connected, because you have that same kind of mind. You said you're doing things the same way, and the person, you connect on that level. So you have to be very careful in that. And we always remember, when you meet people first, don't give them everything about yourself. Some people you meet them, they already finish explaining the whole 9 yards, their whole life sketch, they give it in 1 second to somebody else. It's important that you don't do that. In this day and age, back then there was trusting in our parents then, on the era. They trusted people so well, and they would, tell, but I said, oh, we neighbors, we were friends. and this is very cool. And they become family friends and stuff. This day you can't do it because everybody have a motive. People come to you with a motive. They come to know you. You thinking that they're coming to know you on a regular basis, and you just open up your heart. You think this is a nice, beautiful friendship. Not knowing they're coming with a motive. Either what can I get for her, or what am I going to do to destroy her? Who the hell she thinks she is? So they coming with a motive. So you have to be very careful when you meet people, how you tell them about yourself. You don't just give all your business to somebody when you meet them. Sometimes you want to take up to a year. Yes, to really make sure that person is very there for you, or they really like the friendship and you like that friendship. You get to know certain things about them before you start to open up and tell them things about yourself. Because people come with different motives. They come with different motives. Sometimes they don't even know you. You knew their family member before. Maybe their family member say, "Oh, that person has done something to me." Oh, they all keeping in the house. Say, "Oh, I will get to know her when I know her, when I finish dealing with her." So you gotta be careful. You gotta keep people at with feeding with a long spoon. Then be way on the other side. You have to interact with them. You use a long spoon. And some other people will say you gotta get them an arm length. To interact with them. And when you guys who already doing a dating thing online, you dating somebody online, and then later on you want to get to meet them. Make sure you go meet them in a public space. You don't want to kind of invite them to come to your house or go meet them in one corner because anything can happen. So you want to make sure you meet them somewhere, right to the gas station, or in a public space where everybody looking. That they can't do nothing foolishly to you. So all the little things. But social connection has become the pillar of lifestyle now. That's all we got, social connection. Can you imagine the pandemic was going on and we were in a house locked up for many, many months? I can remember me and my family, we used to do karaoke. Yeah, we used to do karaoke online. We'll put our TV on, we'll link on my social media page. We'll do our karaoke. We got noon in our area. Yes, so I never knew that people in York were watching. And one day we went out, my husband said somebody was just telling, "Oh, and I was doing the karaoke. Oh, man, we enjoy it. It was so nice. Please come on again." And all that thing went by, you know, and people die. A lot of people died. We lost so many people, in this pandemic. And we're just there and sitting down. And now God has given us the free air outside again to breathe, you know. During the time that you stay home and that loneliness you feel, your connection, you connected with people online and stuff like that. All those things make you to think, and you have to reflect and say, "Oh my God, right now that we can go outside and we can do stuff, what do I want to do with my life? What am I inspired to do? How can I even change to make somebody else's life better? You know, what is my purpose here on earth? What God has brought me here to do?" Because, like me, after you have lived certain time in your own life, you see around you things that you have accomplished, things that you never even expected to get in this world. God has given it to you. What else more can you do but to reach out there and just give it back to the world, and just, do things in the glory and honor of God, you know, and let it benefit other people. Look, the other day, the Mega Million went to 1 point something $billion, and somebody won it in Chicago. One person. That person I showed you was sitting there, never expected. They said, "Me just go play the ticket." Yeah, you never know. They went and played that ticket, and they became instant billionaire. A billionaire, I mean. They got straight in the hierarchy bracket in their finances. You see, so this world is just a place we have to be able to connect. We have to be able to connect in the proper way. We have to be able to connect with the right fashion. And everything that happens in this world happens for a reason. When you interact with people, and sometimes when you interact with them, things are not working, you have to let them go. That's a reason why God allowed it to happen. Because maybe down the line, that person, if you keep them in your life, they could be the cause of your life cut short on this earth. So when it's time for you to let some people go, you have to let them go. When it's time for people to come in your life, new breed of people, you have to study those breed of people. And there's a reason why God connect you to them, because maybe you're supposed to accomplish something that you're supposed to accomplish on the earth. And that person is the source of that thing to be accomplished through you. And you have to allow that person to come in, you know. You have to just be very diligent in how you're doing these things and ask for God guardians to make sure to be able to discern people behavior, and the kind of people that you're supposed to allow around you and in your family and in your space. Because some of those people you're not supposed to allow them around you. They're gonna be a drastic bad decision that you made. And some of them will be the best decision you ever had. But how do you know these things? Or you have to actually be able to pray for God to show you. And sometimes God will show you because their behavior, when they come in your life, it shows. Then it gave you the opportunity to say, oh, do I really want this person around me? But sometimes when God even show us, some people force it. Because they are being connected with the person, and some people have to let people go to their own. I just gonna stay here, yeah, the person, I will just bear it. Not so much a relationship wise, friendship, the church. You go into the church, you see that place is not working for you. The people are in the church, they are toxic. Nothing going on, but the idea you started to go to church because going to church now has become like a kind of habit. You got used to that habit. You go into church and then you say you seen things not working out. You're not supposed to be in that space. Those gathering of people were not connected to your destiny. And then you start to force it because you already going to the church. You used to go in there. So you just connect your destiny to that. And then you remain in that space. And that space will just bring you down and down and down. And before you look, things are just start becoming deplorable for you. But you in an environment, you can't even realize that I'm not supposed to be in this environment. This is time for me to take an exit and move on. But why is so difficult for human being to move on? Greetings to you in Maritano. Thank you for watching from St. Paul, Minnesota. Yeah, so you have to be able to balance these things, and you have to be able to watch and discern these things for yourself. You know, you have to be able, because the same Bible that we set up. I'm a Christian, so in the Bible life and in the Bible believing church, we believe that God gave us 70, 70 years on this earth. That's why the Bible says. After 70 years, those are just, blessing years now that you carry on. But why some people just have their life just cut short before they turn 70? It's because your destiny that God have for you has changed, because you change your own destiny instead of you following God's destiny. And God is not going to come down from heaven and say, oh, yeah, you know what? This is what I got for you. He shows you. He shows you because you can see it. You can see it around you. There's certain places you are, and there's certain people you hang around. You're not supposed to be around those people. You're not supposed to even be in that space. You will feel it in your spirit that, you know what, I'm not supposed to be here. This person is not the person for me. Or this friendship is already expired. I need to go. But then you start to force yourself in that area because you don't want to take a bow. You know, you don't want to leave. And you stay there. And because of that, your destiny take a whole different direction. And before you look, instead of you taking one road to lead to where you're supposed to go, you took the other road. So you had to be exited out of the earth before your God-given time to live on this earth. It's happening. So many people, they get to meet people, and things are changed into the worst for their lives. And some of them, they're so needy because people are so dependent on others. They depend on others for comfort. Oh, I gotta talk to the person. They depend on the person, to survive. Why they even got everything, but they depend on that person. That if they don't interact with that person, then their life are in it, and because of that, their life is actually being in it. You see, you have to be careful. And then some people, they got the virtue, and their body, their spirit is connected. You have to tap into their blessing. I put it on my Facebook page the other day. You have to tap into the anointing for you to reach your destiny. And then those people, for you to tap into the anointing, then you make that other person your enemy. You cannot tap into the anointing, because the devil is busy. The devil know that person, through them, you're supposed to meet your full potential on this earth. But because he doesn't want you to meet that full potential, he will make that person and you and them become, you not just hitting the person for no reason. And then the person and you not connected, so you take the other road. Then the road you taking now, it lead you to the end of your own life on this earth. So we have to be careful and mindful how we see these things, and how we the people that we keep around. If versus some people carry that spirit of stagnation. So we have to discern certain connection, and don't connect or know and don't connect or know when to disconnect. That's correct. You know, You have to learn to know when to disconnect. Some people in the world, even your own family, you will not know them forever. Certain time you were born in that place, you know them at that time. And if those people are the people that will bring you down, you have to understand that this is the time for me to disconnect. You cannot stay there and let your life be short because of that. You have to make sure you know how to move on from that area and start to better your life to the other side of where God directing you. Because if you're supposed to be in that area, there will be no too much animosity there. God did not bring us on the earth here to live a painful life and just to know somebody, just to be in a family. Then you just grieving all day because they just breaking you down and down. If you got to know them, they were birthing to your family, and after some time, if it's time for you to move on because your direction had changed, then your direction had changed. Then you need to move on. Those people, they will still be there. They will always be family because of your blood, but they don't have to be connected to you on that kind of level, that for the direction that you're taking into your life. And that's the connection that we are saying. Who are you connecting with? What information are you using to connect with these people? When you're bringing these people around you, the way they act, is it sure that they have to be in your life at this particular time? Because they will show someone, they will show their behavior, that you will know that this person not supposed to be around me at this particular time. This person, I'm not supposed to be interacting with them, because then it become too much of like a burden, and then you have to move on. But it takes us, some of us, it takes us forever to want to just walk away and say, you know what, this is it for me. Although you my brother, you my sister, I love you, but I can't be around you like this, because every time you're around, it's toxic, and those things lead to poor health. And then before you look, because people grieve sometimes in war and they don't even know they're grieving like that because of things that people do around them. You want to keep your space very happy. You want to keep your space very peaceful. You want to keep your space very, very, entwined with heavenly things. You want to make sure that your connection with God remains. So if people are around you that will not allow those things to happen in your life, you don't want to connect with them. It means that the connection period with you and that person, or you and those people, is over. So it's time to move on to your next story, because God has the story that He tells for our lives. The stories go from one to this step, to this level, to this level. And then some people, when you reach a certain level, you have to brush them off, brush your shoulder off, and say, okay, thank you. And this level is now, it's time for me to move on. And you will feel that, because their behavior towards you will show. And that's the time you have to make that decision and say, you know what, this is the decision now. I need to move on from here. Start holding on to still things. Stop holding on to still things. Start holding on to old, start connecting with start connecting. You're sorry. Start connecting with people that will not, lead you to the right path. Start connecting with people that will destroy your oh God. Start connecting with people that will destroy guys. This call has been coming in so many different time. I have to actually take this call. So I will mute you a little bit and come back. So I had to take the call. It's not any bad news, because the call came in like 4 different times. So I didn't want to let it go, because sometimes when people calling, you really need to know why. So yeah, so guys, my 1 hour is up, and I just want to say, it says that From psychological theories to recent research, there is significant evidence that social support and feeling connected to the right people can help you to maintain a healthy body mass index, control your blood sugar, and improve your cancer survivor, improve cancer survivor, decrease cardiovascular mortality, and get a decreased prostate cancer, stress disorder symptoms, and improve overall mental health. Getting connected to the right set of people, your space, your social group, the people that you connect with, getting connected with the right set of people, it has a lot to do with your health. I have heard somebody die because they were just mad with somebody and it triggers something in there, and then before you look, it cost them their life. Do you want to connect with people that just always make you mad? Do you want to connect with people that just, always saying things that around you that you don't like? Do you want to connect with people that just always talk down on you and at you with, you know, look down at you and take you for granted? Or do you just want to connect with people that understand where you know your part in the story? Because every relationship, friendship, family relationship, you guys have some connection. There's a story there between you guys. That story is it one-sided? You have to ask yourself that question. You have to connect with the right set of people so you can have your time that God gave you on this earth. Most people don't know. Most people die because they are depressed. They get sick because of that. Hey, yeah, the people said it. They said the theory, the research shows that the evidence show that connection with the right set of people is good for social support. And when you connect with the rest of the people, it makes it easier. Your life become healthier. You look younger in your face. You see yourself to be different because you're connecting with the rest of the people. When you meet, you guys are happy. You discuss things that will prosper your lives. Things that you disagree with, you will discuss it as well, and you will understand one another from that point. And that's the kind of people you want to connect with. And we want to let you know that also sometimes when you connect with people after a certain time, those people don't longer need in your life, and they will show it because you will feel it, and it's time for you to let them go. Don't hold on to that and allow them to drain a portion of your life or make you look 20 years older than what you really are in your age. So you have to be very careful who you connect with. Emmanuel Tano said that so true, my sister. Even God has warned us in his word, Psalm 1:1, not to walk, stand, or sit in the same place with the wrong people. Blessed is the man that walketh not or sit not in the seat of discomfort or unguarded, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of scornful, because your delight is in the law of the Lord. you know. So even the Bible, that's what I'm saying. The Bible said it. You have to disconnect yourself from people that are not aligned with the things that you do. Align yourself because everybody get an era. The men are reading that, bro. Your era that your era, my era that my era. Everybody get your era that's sinking, your own my other era that is that cutting potato green. I will go look for the people who like cutting potato green together. And we all understand our cutting potato green. And we ready marry ourselves in it. So you have to connect. The Bible even telling us that we should connect with the people like-minded. Yeah, don't connect with the people that will make your heart to beat. When you see them coming, you already mad, but you're saying you're say your friends. You say terrible things behind their back, but say your friends. Connect with the people that when somebody call your friend, you say, "Oh, Mary," you say, "Oh, Mary." Oh, Mary, I love Mary. She's my friend. You can open your mouth and say 110,000 good things about Mary. And even saying those things about you make you set yourself peaceful. It means that connection is love. And love makes you look younger. It takes age away from you. Even in a platonic relationship, love, it wins in everything. So you happy, you wake up in the morning, the people that you got around you, those people got your back and you got their back. And that's the connection should be making here on social media. If you have to make connection to be in pain and cussing and making confusion, And then you don't have to have that connection. You have to walk away and make new connections. Tanu said, Bible said, blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor sitteth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of scornful. Yep. The Bible said that we shouldn't sit around people who already got things that are going on that don't match what's going on with you. So, I would like to say thank you for watching. Till next, we will be here. I don't. We'll still continue the topic, and we'll carry on in a whole different level. And I would like to invite Mr. Tanu on next week so we can talk. Mostly, we'll be talking about things that are going on in Liberia next week, and the kind of information that will be going out there because of the 2023 is coming. We have to reach out to our people and let them know, or how to do and what to do, and for their lives to change. You know, how to look and pick the right candidate and everything. We'll give 14 education. Mr. Tano them, they'll be going to Liberia from county to county to do it anyway. But we want to put our input here. Me and Flo will come here. We try to be giving that information out there. You know, you have to tell what we're saying. You have to vote for the people that are in your corner. You have to vote for the people that will give you better life. You have to bring the people that are around you that connect with you in a good way. So in every aspect, it's the same thing. Every aspect. So you guys have a nice Sunday. I wish you a blessed week. If you're going to work, I wish God's blessings to you while on your way every day, going home and going to work and coming back. And your thanks for watching. This is Split Talk, the 9th generation. We'll be here on Sunday at 7 p.m. next week. Have a blessed evening. Thank you for you guys are very welcome for watching. I know you're telling me things. I say you are welcome. Thanks and bye.